the person I requested coming to the meeting.
Please come to the mic. Come to the mic, state your name and address.
Well, I was waiting for someone to address this.
Can you,
I don't want the time to start until
okay, but there's no one,
I thought that when I requested Mary Martin, that she would, Nancy Martin, that she would be here.
She was here at the last meeting. when
she
you
was
spoke
actually here when you spoke.
On Monday.
She was here the whole entire meeting.
She was.
The entire meeting.
Sitting in the back behind you, way in the back.
Okay, well then I'll just read it again.
Please do.
Thank you, I'm sorry. My name is Diane. I'm from Staten Island, New York. My girlfriend couldn't come here, and I know her for 25 years. She's also an associate real estate broker. Her name is Jerry McLean. Her uncle died and was buried today. She says, it doesn't seem like the mission of this rescue shelter. What would have happened to this dog? Did not answer any emails about a month. They never let the dog out of the cage for 2 months. Apparently, they were not planning to have adopted this dog. She said, I adopted this dog, 2 years old, Lexi, from Helmetta on 5/3/2014. The neglect that she suffered is why I'm submitting this report to the appropriate New Jersey officials. Jordan, as they called her, was on Pet Finder for 3 weeks, maybe longer. I sent numerous emails requesting information. No one at HRAS ever responded. Finally, I decided to take the ride and inquire. I was happy to see she was still there, although surprised, since she was so beautiful. The worker at the front desk explained that she never goes on the computer to answer the request. Does anyone? Why offer her for adoption and not pursue an obvious prospect? The dog Jordan could have been safe at home much sooner, and the city of Helmetta would have had less one expense for her care. She repeatedly suggested that I look at other dogs. I insisted to see this dog I came there for. Jordan was very shy, skittish. The moment they brought her to me, the dog ran back into her cage. I wanted to know why. Hasn't she been with people, walked? Miss Caldwell explained that Jordan was never out of her cage. She went on to say that the dogs are not walked, the cages are cleaned, and the animals stay in them all day. She said that Jordan was in that cage for 2 months. I immediately felt terrible for this dog. I decided to take her home. I never rescued before, and I was unfamiliar with the process. There was no paperwork on Jordan, Lexi. Miss Caldwell explained that Jordan was from the South and at home at her for 2 months. She also remembered her age, 2 years old. I asked about vaccines, illnesses, etc. She kept repeating that the papers were lost. The impression was that this was one-time occurrence. I've since come to know that most of the animals did not have records. Jordan, Lexi, was not going to be released to me. Miss Caldwell said she was too shy, take a different dog. I insisted. She proceeded to call her manager to see if she could release the dog to me. Why did she need to make that phone call if the dog was advertised on Pet Finder? After getting this female manager approval, Miss Caldwell prepared the adoption paperwork. Jordan was $25. The next day I took my new dog, now Lexi, to Pleasant Plains Animal Hospital in Staten Island. They told me something did not sound right. No shots, spay. As a precaution, I ordered all shots and complete blood work. The dog needed puppy shots to start, as there was no paperwork, no vet records. My dog had a bad case of parasites. She required months of deworming. She was also never spayed. Jordan, Lexi, was released to me with no rabies vaccine, no deworming. I was naive to the danger of my grandchildren. Now I realize the possible harm that parasites could cause humans. Finally, on November 12th, Lexi was strong enough to be spayed. Her operation was a major because reproductive organs were so large. While being spayed, the vet observed her uterus being stretched to the size of a Great Dane's uterus. She had multiple litters, and she's only 2. The vet said she had too many litters in only 2 years. She had cysts on both ovaries. He said her reproductive organs were abused, cystic, and oversized. He also said she had to be very uncomfortable, and now she would feel much better. It's obvious she does. I was furious with Helmetta for not giving her the proper medical care. As months have passed, Lexi had been restored to good health, rid of parasites, and now cysts. I'm not sure what was worse, her physical neglect or her emotional abuse. When I first came her home, Lexi was almost catatonic. She was fearful and skittish. when I would walk her, she would automatically lay down to urinate. Also, it was apparent Lexi never had a toy. She never barked. With the help of her new puppy sister, Lexi now learned how to play. It took months for her to pick up her toys. She has become a wonderful watchdog, and she barks and howls with the doorbell rings. She now frolics and scuffles all through the house. It's been amazing to watch her transformation. I truly believe that Jordan was to be euthanized. The woman kept insisting that she would not make a good companion. If I didn't took the advice of Helmeta, I would have never had the good nature and the good fortune of having my loyal, loving, sweet, precious companion, Lexi. Thank you for your time. I just feel bad for this dog, and I don't know how many other dogs have passed because of this neglect and abuse, and that's why I'm here. And I thank you. I thank you so much, and God bless you all. Merry Christmas.
Thank you, ma'am. God bless you.